going to talk about some things that is typically taboo in the Foxbody community. Now, these may not be things that bother me or that bother you, but as a whole are frowned upon in the community. So let's go ahead and talk about some of those. By the way, in this video, I'm going to be showing you a lot of pictures because I don't think I have any of those things on my car. So let's start with the outside of the car. One of the main things that you never do to a Foxbody is put Euro taillights in. So if you guys don't know what the Euro taillights are, I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple pictures of those right now. So I have to agree on this. The Euro taillights are just not really my thing. But before everybody starts typing away down in the comment section, there are some Euro taillights that look good. Typically what I mean by this is the old chrome style, like old school Euro taillights. They are absolutely horrible. I'm sorry if anybody has those on their car. So some of the newer like frosted lenses and stuff look pretty good with the LEDs and stuff in them. Look all right. One of the things that you do not do to a Foxbody anymore, I should say, is a huge monster tach. We're gonna have a lot of people want to debate this, but let me explain myself. These tachometers work pretty good for the most part. Now, if you're a big time racer and your car is a race car, then by all means put a monster tach in it. That's completely up to you. But for street cars rolling around with heads and cam, you don't really need a monster tach. The thing about monster tachs that bothers me the most is that you're either going to screw up your bezel here or you're going to screw up your dash. And look guys, when you drill in here, that's it. Like, you pretty much destroyed this dash. If it cracks or it breaks or whatever, then you're gonna have to replace the entire dash. At least up here on the bezel, you can replace these pretty simply. Speaking from a majority standpoint, never do this to your car. Now, a lot of people won't say anything about it, but ultimately, they don't like it. And what is that? One-piece headlights. You wanna piss some people off? Throw you some one-piece headlights in a really clean Foxbody, you're gonna get some serious looks. You're probably gonna get some serious hate for it too. There's always an exception to the rule. And I have seen some really clean Foxbodies with one-piece headlights. They have smoked versions and they have different looks that you can put in, but typically they don't look good in Foxbodies. So be very careful if you're thinking about putting new headlights in your car and you think, I'll just ditch these things because they don't line up and all this 6-piece headlight crap. I'll ditch it and I'll go with some one-piece headlights because, well, reasons. You might want to think about that before you do it. It's completely up to you, obviously. That's something though that we typically shy away from. You really want to get Foxbody guys upset with you? Change your wheels out for a non-Mustang wheel. Go put yourself a set of non-Mustang style wheels on your Foxbody. Guys, you're in for it. The standard is don't put anything above a 17-inch wheel on your Foxbody. Now, me personally, I don't necessarily agree with this. I think an 18 looks pretty good on these cars if it's done right. But a lot of people out there will say 17 is the cutoff. You really want to stir up the hornet's nest of the Foxbody world. Throw a set of 20s on a Foxbody and man, they're going to come out of the woodworks on you. It's going to be horrible. So if you want to keep it real, keep your wheels 18 inches or below. And if you can, keep them a Mustang style wheel. Now, you can always switch over to 5-lug on the car, and there are other Mustang wheels and variants that look good on these things. But so all of you guys know, right over there, we have our project car. I plan on turning that into a Cobra clone, but the difference is I'm not going to paint it an original 93 Cobra color, and I'm also not going to try to pass it off as a clone. So that is probably the most important thing when it comes to these cars. Like, if you have a GT or an LX and you're going to put the body kit on it and you're going to put the wheels on it, please do not try to pass it off as an actual Cobra or an actual Celine. There's actually a guy on Facebook, and I'm not going to mention any names or the car, but I will say this, some of you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. He has a convertible Cobra and he catches so much shit because of that. Guys, I feel bad for him. It's a beautiful car, but he keeps titling it a Cobra, and we all know that it's not a Cobra. It has Cobra wheels on it and, like, I think a wing or a bumper maybe, I don't know. Beautiful car. Just keep it real. Let it be a GT, let it be an LX, let it be whatever it is. If you like the looks of a Cobra and you want to do that, then by all means go for it, but just please don't try to pass it off as that. If somebody asks you what it is, tell them the truth. And lastly, in the interior, most Foxbody guys just prefer that you keep it simple. Most of us have gotten away from all the billet stuff, you know. A couple little billet accessories, little knobs and whatnot in your car are pretty cool. That's no big thing. Every little button, everything is chrome, billet, whatever you want to call it in your car. It just really, I don't know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me anyway, and a lot of guys shy away from that. So if you can, just keep them clean, keep them simple. And to be honest with you, I'm regretting my floor mat choice. As you can see, I went with a 5.0. I thought they would look good. Stepped outside my comfort zone on this, and now, honestly, between us guys, I'm regretting it. It looks a little tacky to me. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. So basically what you will find out in the Foxbody world is we just want to keep things simple for the most part. You know, you can change the color of your car, you can go crazy colors and stuff like that, but for the most part, we like to keep the interiors the same. Maybe swap to an SN95 or S197, something like that interior. That's okay. But for the most part, we want to keep it Mustang and we want to keep it fresh and clean. That's just where we are now with the Foxbodies. A lot of people just want them original or as original as possible. But yeah, these are just things to keep in mind. If you have a Foxbody and you're new to the game and you want to modify it, just try your best to keep it real. Before we end this video, right after this, I'm going to show you all the parts that have been sent to me recently, and I want to also give everyone that has sent things in and supported the channel a big thank you. Stick around to the end of this and you will see what has been sent to me recently. Today I want to thank every one of my subscribers for all the support, all the love. It has been great. So here recently I've had a lot of offers for free parts for the project car, and to be completely honest with you guys, that is one of the hardest things for me to accept from people is free stuff. You know, I'm a working man. I pride myself in buying my own stuff, as many of you do. You know, I had to really sit down and think about this. You guys just want to help. I'm not going to take every single part and stuff like that that you guys want to send. I'm not going to do that, but if it's something that I can really use that will benefit the project, that's what we're going to do. So since you guys have helped out so much, I think it's only fair that we call the project car the People's Fox. For now anyway. Of course, it will have its own name depending on the color and what we do to it. It'll actually have its own name, but really and truly, it is the People's Fox. You guys have helped me out so much. I never would have thought that this would have happened. Guys, I'm just humbled that people would reach out and help like that. Speaking of which, I have a few more things that I want to show you guys. I have some more parts that were sent in. Mason also brought some parts last time he was over here, which we talked about in the other video. But today I'm going to roll that footage and let you guys see what it was that Mason brought over. Man, I'm telling you. You know, Mustang people are so willing to help each other out, and that's what it's all about. That is what it is all about. Look at that. Brackets out the ass, which we need. Some SN valve covers, it looks like.
I think they'll come off of a Lincoln.
A Lincoln? I think those were the same for the SN cars too, right? The SN90, well, the 94 and the 95. So next up is going to be the _unicorn RTR on YouTube. He sent some things in to me, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at those now for you guys. First off, I'm usually not big on keychains and stuff, but that's really cool. It's simple, and I'm absolutely going to use that, so thank you so much. Next up is this cool sign. I absolutely love that. I love the colors on it. It's got a little blue in it, gray, distressed look. That's very cool. That come in the package too, so once again, thank you. You know that'll go up on the wall in the garage, if I can find a spot for it anyway. Lastly, you guys will know from the previous video that we have a bumper insert, but we don't have the horse. So this has the horse in it. He contacted me through Instagram, I think it was, and asked if I needed this stuff. And I said, well, you know, I have an insert, but I do need the horse. So he was nice enough to send me the entire insert. You know, I'm just a working class guy. I don't try to put on a front or anything like that. I do enjoy buying my own stuff, you know. We don't always have the money to buy everything that we want, and I never look for handouts. But you guys have offered this up, and I feel like that you truly just want to be a part of this, and you truly want to help. So with that being said, I do appreciate it so much. It means a lot to me. So like I said, I'm dedicating this car to you guys, to the subscribers. This essentially is the subscriber Foxbody, the People's Fox, whatever you want to call it. So what I'd like to do after we get everything done on the car, I'm I'd like to, like when I do the big reveal on the car, I would like to try to keep a list, a tally of everyone who has sent parts as best I can. And during the big reveal, put it up on the screen, recognize the individuals who have sent the parts in. That way you can see your parts on the car and know that they made a difference and they made this possible. I think that's a really cool thing, and I hope you guys are interested in that. Don't feel obligated to send anything. At the moment, I'm actually good on parts. So we're shooting for sometime this year, at least having the car painted. Hopefully by next year, we will have an engine, transmission, and be driving the car. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how that goes. As you all know, we're getting ready for Ford Takeover right now, and we should be there Thursday night. I think it's gonna be me, Zach, and Andrew. I don't think anybody else is gonna be able to make it, but we should show up late Thursday night, Friday for the event. Just so you guys know, we are not going to be bringing any gear, no stickers, none of that. We are coming to hang out with you guys. Anyway, I hope to see you guys soon at Ford Takeover, and as always, thanks for watching.